Professor Michael O'Hara is a computer science professor at a local 4-year university. He has worked there for several years and teaches classes in 16-week semesters for traditional university students. This semester, he is teaching a 12-week coding boot camp for the first time. Professor O'Hara has 2 students that look to him for mentoring this semester, Greg and Jimena. Greg is a 22-year-old student in his 4th year of a computer science degree. Jimena is a woman in her 40s starting the 12-week coding boot camp. Professor O'Hara wants to give both students advice tailored to their situation and needs. He knows that Greg is a bright student and a hard worker. Greg completed an internship over the summer for a pain tracking app called Pain Logger, which lines up with his desired employment after graduation. Greg has shared with Professor O'Hara that he really wants to have a job lined up before graduation, but he also has so much to do with his capstone and applications that he is worried he will burn out before the end of the academic year. Jimena, on the other hand, is in a very different situation. Over 20 years ago, she worked as a programmer for several years, but left the workforce to raise her children. Now that her children are grown up, Jimena wants to start working again. She is worried that the skills and coding languages she learned before and during her time in the workforce will no longer be relevant and that she'll be starting from scratch. Knowing the differing backgrounds and needs of the students, Professor O'Hara can now work on tailoring his conversations with each of them to help them the most as unique individuals.